Hello, 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 hello to everybody that is going to watch this video, everybody that's going to tune in as I am speaking. I just want to encourage you to not stop doing what it is that you need to be doing. And I also want to remind you that it is imperative for us to be happy for others. It is a must. We must be joyous in the success of our brothers and our sisters. We cannot be envious because our blessing is on the way. Our blessings are on the way. We're going to count it all joy, and we're going to make sure that we know that everything we're going through for a reason. So we want to make sure that we encourage each other. We are happy for each other. Let me tell y'all something. I put out a lot of videos. I do a lot of memes. I do a lot of encouraging words, and I don't get a lot of responses back, but that's fine. That is not going to stop me from encouraging somebody else. That is not going to stop me from wanting better for other people, because I know that what God has for me is for me, and it's going to happen. Now, whether it happens for me slowly or whether it happens for me expedited, I don't know. That's not my concern. My only concern is to keep pushing in the manner that He will have me to go. And I am going to be happy for those around me. It doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. See, it's enough here that we all can do some of the same things. We all can sell jewelry. We all can sell clothing. More than one person can sell real estate. More than one person can write books. Do y'all see what I'm saying? We all can do some of the same things and still be successful. So why do we pull like crabs in the bucket and try to hold each other down? No, be happy for your sisters and your brothers when they're excelling and they're exceeding. Give them words of encouragement. Let them know that you love them and you're proud of them, because guess what? Yours is coming. As long as you're working towards it, as long as you keep moving, keep striving, yours is coming. So you being upset with somebody or being envious of somebody because it's not you, it's not going to help you. You just have to keep moving to what God has for you, or moving to what it is that you know is your calling. Come on, y'all. We're going to have to get behind each other. I refuse to believe that you can't get support in your hometown. Even though it's biblical, I believe that we can enhance on that. I believe that we can show that we can support each other. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There are just some things that we don't need that you might be selling. I don't need jewelry because I have a license to sell my own jewelry. I have a business to sell clothing and accessories, so I don't need your, to buy jewelry. But there have been some people that I've purchased jewelry from just to support them. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff to go on my skin because I have very sensitive skin. So I have to be careful what I put on my skin. But there are some people that I have purchased some of their creams and oils from just to support them. And books. There are some people I have purchased books from just to support them. And if I haven't purchased your book, don't think it's that I don't support you. It's just that sometimes when I'm in the middle of writing a book, if we're thinking alike, when we're talking about some of the same things, I tend to not purchase your book or read your book. I probably should purchase it, but I tend to not read it because I don't want to conflict with what I'm writing. I want to, make sure that all of my stuff is original. And so a lot of times I don't purchase books from like-minded people until after I have written my book. And I am in the process of writing my second and my third book. but really, the second book to my But You're a Minister series. Now, if you have not gotten the first book, But You Are a Minister, ... you need to get the first book to But You Are a Minister, because you probably won't understand the second book if you don't get the first book. The first book talks about where I came from, how I used to be, how I was a manipulator when it came to relationships, how at one time I did love, and then after I, was hurt, how I turned and transformed into a totally different person. I allowed the enemy to just take over my being, and I did some things that were deplorable, to the point where, I don't wish that I hadn't done it, because if I had not done it, I wouldn't be here and be able to do the things that I do today. But if I had another opportunity, I probably would have made some better choices. The book is not a religious book per se. It is an inspirational book, and it does have religious quotes and scriptures in it, but it's not a religious book. And I think that's where people get misconstrued about my book, just because I'm a minister. This is telling you the things that I did before I was a minister. So if you haven't gotten that book, you need to get that book before I put out the second book, because I promise you, if you get that book, you're going to be waiting for the second book, because many people have called and say, hey girl, I need some more. I was waiting on more. It wasn't enough. I'm going to make it enough. I'm going to do part 2, working on that now. But I want you to remember, always encourage somebody else. Always encourage somebody else. We sit around and we see people and we be like, wow, if they can push it in, they can believe in themselves that much, I know I can. If that's your motivation, use it. If that's what it takes to get you to do something and go out there and make it work, use it. If it takes you to use somebody as a measurement. But let me tell you something. What God has for you is for you. You might as well get on the bandwagon and start pushing and trucking on your own, so that you can do what it is that's needed to be done for you. But don't tear your brothers down. Don't tear your sisters down. Encourage them. Lift them up. Because they're not taking anything from you. It's enough money out here to go around. It's enough events out here to go around. We don't have to tear each other down to be prosperous. And a lot of us that's doing the tearing down, we're not doing anything anyway. So come on, we need to start working and doing a lot of less bickering, a lot less gossiping, a lot less downplaying our sisters and brothers. And we need to lift each other up. That's what we need to do. We need to lift each other up so that we all can be successful. We all can be successful. I get so tired of people just talking about folks. Come on now. What does that do for you? How do you feel once you finish talking about somebody? And can I just keep it real with y'all? You're going to talk about the wrong person, get slapped. I'm just telling you. I just want to keep it real, because everybody's not afraid to go to jail. Everybody is not afraid to get that case number on their back. Trust me. I done met a whole bunch of people working in law enforcement, and everybody's not afraid of the popo. So let's do this. Let's lift each other up. Let's love each other. Let's get to work on what it is that God has for us. And if you haven't gotten my book, I need for you to order that book. Now, how do you order the book? It's different ways. My website, you can communicate with me through my website. It was where you could order it through the website, but something happened when I ran for the school board, and it messed up my direct order. But that's fine. You can always contact me on Facebook. You could always call me if you have my number, and just email me at amcswain010116@gmail.com. and I can get you the book. The book, it will be $20. That's shipping and handling included. The book price is $15, $5 shipping and handling. $20. And I bet you my book would change your outlook on certain things, on your daughters, on yourself, and on me. You will actually know where I'm coming from, where I was, and you can see that if God can change her from what she used to be, God can definitely do something with me. Okay, so I'm looking for these orders. Now, I've been sending out books. I'm gonna drop off one today, and but I haven't been sending out enough books. Y'all need to get these books. These until they're gone, and I have to order some more. Y'all get your book today. But you're a minister. I've even had ministers. Actually, I got some waiting on the second book. Yeah, my book is a little raunchy, but see, they look past all of that, and they see, the hurt. They see the love story. They see the betrayal. They see where my mindset had been changed and altered. All right, Miss Deborah Smith would definitely get you one. Yeah, they see all of that, and they look past that, and they thank me for sharing. Thank me for being so bold so that I can help the next woman or perhaps the next man or perhaps the next young adult. Because during this time on this book, I was still in my 20s. Okay. And I had that mentality that nobody's going to hurt me again. Nobody's going to treat me this way again. I'm going to get you before you get me. That was my mentality, which was the wrong mentality, because I should have been saying, Lord, where are you? I know you haven't left me. I need you. And I need you to get me through this and prepare me for my next. But I couldn't see that. And I want somebody else to be able to see who they need to call on before it's too late. I was blessed. I was lucky. I walked away, I would say, without a scar. I didn't have any, diseases. I didn't have any, incidents where I was hurt physically much, but I was blessed, and I was blessed for such a time as this, and that is to share my testimony with others so that they will not do the things that I once done. God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go on and love somebody else, and get my book, baby.